Danny Wilson here from Turn 5 Turnaround, and we are going on a trip all the way up to Big Cove Tannery, to Big Cove whitetail trophy hunts. We're leaving the Shenandoah Valley because we're having problems with bears.
Did you say the truck wasn't big enough for you?
Just kidding.
I'm gonna start busting on you. I mean, I can get you a tractor and trailer and we can ride around in that if you're like.
Donald, one of the things that I really admire about this place is it has that country feel. And when you pull in, you know, the facility is very well maintained, but the lodge itself, it makes you feel like you're at home. And Robert and Earl and the entire staff here at Big Cove, they make you feel welcome. And from start to finish, it's a top-notch facility.
Absolutely top-notch. They make you feel very comfortable. It is a very rustic atmosphere, and from top to bottom, it's just been a very comfortable stay while we've been here.
On the first evening, Donald, we had the opportunity to sit in one of the most comfortable box blinds I've ever been in, and that's one thing that Robert prides himself on, is having comfortability as you're out there hunting. And once we got settled in the blind, the deer started moving in, and we were able to see some pretty nice bucks on night number one.
Almost instantaneously, we were out there and a big buck came in. And honestly, the box blind we were in was the nicest box blind I've ever been in. We had lamented the fact that we're going to have to try to come up with one of those for the properties where we hunt.
So Donald, on the second morning, we get up early, we make our way into the blind in the dark, we get set up. And once the sun come up, it was on. The deer started moving right away.
They sure did. In spite of 25 to 30 mile an hour winds and gusts of winds at that time, the deer started moving right after the first light. And the first buck came in, and then pretty soon a doe and another bigger buck came in to the area where we were. And I guess at that time is when it got really interesting.
Donald, on day number 2, we get up, we still had high winds, but we made our way into the blind in the dark, we get settled in, and shortly after daybreak, bang, it was on, deer started moving.
Absolutely.
you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
We were in the blind and the deer started coming in. This buck presented himself and we decided that was the one we were going to take. I was able to get a good rest on this deer, and he gave me a broadside shot, and I squeezed off, and he only ran about 20 yards. And I want to say thank you to Robert and his staff for a great time while we've been here, and please tell all your friends about Big Cove.
So Donald, on day number 2, later in the day after you had already harvested a beautiful buck, it was my turn. And Robert said, let's go to the field. And when he said, let's go to the field, I didn't realize how big of a field it was going to be. So we could see deer from 200 plus yards away filtering in. And it was incredible to see the number of deer. And Robert was dead on as far as the time frame. He knows the deer here. And he said, at 4:30, these deer are going to start filtering in. And it was 4:30, here they come. We first started seeing some does, some big bucks, but it was incredible to watch these deer interact with each other.
They sure did. And the other thing is, when that shadow came across that field, the deer started coming out of the woods right behind, and then it got real interesting. It was a great set to watch those deer out in the field.
Hey folks, Danny Wilson here at Big Cove Whitetail Trophy Hunts with my good friend Robert and my great friend Donald Blankenship, who just by chance early this morning knocked down a really nice buck. So it's my turn to be behind the gun, and hopefully we'll get lucky here at Big Cove Whitetail Trophy Hunts with Robert, Donald. So wish us luck. Don't run off, because you never know what might happen. That's the one, and we put the hammer down. We put the hammer down. Thank you, Robert. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Whew.
Guys, that was awesome. I've never filmed anything before, but that was perfect, Danny.
You might become a cameraman.
Hey.
Folks, here we are, day number 3, and we're getting ready to head home from Big Cove Whitetail Trophy Hunts, one of the best facilities that you could ever come to. Robert has people coming from all over the United States to come here and hunt. He has a great reputation with all of the hunters that come here, a lot of repeated customers, and I understand why. When you get here, the lodge is amazing, the food is outstanding, and you're going to get a hunt that is second to none. Donald, what can we tell our friends and family about Big Cove Whitetail Trophy Hunt?
Well, I'm going to certainly recommend them to my friends who hunt, and I know that they will be very interested in coming here to hunt because of the amenities that's here. On top of that, the hunting is great, the staff is second to none, and we've had a great time.
Donald, you know, one of the things that I love about this facility is the atmosphere is so positive. It's contagious. When you get here, the guys make you feel like you've known them for 30 years.
Absolutely, yeah. They're like friends that we've known for a long time. And, you know, it's going to be a little bit disappointing to roll out of here today and go back home, but it's been a great experience while I've been here for sure.
Well, folks, if you're looking for a great hunt, get a hold of Robert here at Big Cove Whitetail Trophy Hunts. I'm Danny Wilson, Donald Blankenship. We're from the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. We'll see you next time here at Big Cove Whitetail Trophy Hunts.